Hi beautiful people, welcome to Kate Space, welcome to my channel. I am going to continue working on my little purple fairy journal that I started using the beautiful 49er Market products that Sue sent me from her shop, Paper Inspirations. I'll link her shop and everything below. Go along and have a look. She has some beautiful things in her store. So this is my design team project. I think it might be for July. We're in September. Yeah, okay. But I've had fun and now I'm doing a little bit of sort of ephemera. Now, what came was, you can go back and have a look at the video, but some things that came were die cuts and all sorts of sort of packs of ephemera that are gorgeous. So what I thought I might do is make something with these. I'm going to try and keep it pretty simple, otherwise I will be here forever working on this project. So I thought we could use these little slides and put some things behind them. They're all pretty much done, so but I do want to ink them. I think they look a little bit too clean cut for me and fresh. How is everybody? I hope you're all well, so and getting some crafting done. It is Monday morning here. It's windy, or it might even be afternoon by now. I've been sort of pottering away down in my studio. Right, so I thought I might put this on the back because I don't want to see the white bit, so I just need to cut this down. It doesn't need to be, it needs to be a little bit smaller actually, because I only need that much, so I can cut that. Hopefully I'll be able to cut it relatively straight. So cut it just inside there. I'm not very good at just freehand cutting. That's not my strongest suit. So, and then just inside here. Ooh. Sliding all over the place. Yeah, so it's Monday. Yesterday, David and I went for a beautiful walk in the bush. He was going to go and walk into the hut. Oh, it goes up this way. I need to make sure I get the writing up the right way, which means that needs to go up that way. And he said, did I want to go? And I said, I'll go if he's walking in and out, not staying the night, because I didn't really want to stay the night in the hut. And so it is about, or just over 6 k's into the hut, walking along the river through the bush. This could actually go up either way, because that's, I don't think it matters. And I'm just looking around, there's my glue. Yeah, so it was a beautiful day. We have actually had some amazing weather. It's been amazing and great, and things are starting to dry out, which is so good. So that means there's going to have to be some time spent in the garden. There's going to be no more excuses of everything being too wet. But yeah, so the walk was great. We saw some beautiful birds. I have a bit of a problem with my knee going on at the moment, my right knee. And it was fine on the way in, but on the way out, so we got there, had some lunch, had a bit of a rest, and turned around and came back. The last 2 or 3 k's I found quite difficult. I have to be honest about that. Yeah, I found it quite tricky. So I thought I'd stick these flowers behind here. These are really delicate. Although they're cardstock, they're quite delicate, and these really fine bits break off really easily. You can see how that one, so you have to, if you're going to take them out of the they come in a cardboard and you kind of punch them out, you almost need to use them straight away, which I haven't done. So I thought I might stick that there, so I'm going to do that, and then that will be protected and safe behind there. I need to poke that little bit out here. There we go. Yes, so we got home and we were both so exhausted. We jumped into the spa pool or jacuzzi, whatever you call it where you are. So that was really nice. And oh my gosh, we were both so tired. So I didn't really get much else done, but it felt good to get out and do something together as well. That was just totally just, I don't know, outdoors, and yeah, it was really good. We saw some native birds, and we actually saw what we think, or we're pretty sure, were the native blue ducks, which you don't get to see very often. So we took some photos of those. There was a pair on the water, and they make the most unusual noise. So we actually took some photos just to make sure that DOC, the Department of Conservation, know about them. I'm sure they do. All right, I'm just going to pop that down. It's got lots of broken little bits that are not wanting to be mucked around with. So we'll put it in like that. That one has broken off. Let's just fix that. Actually, someone the other day said, do you have tweezers? And I'm like, I had some tweezers. I don't know where they are, but there's been a few things in this journal where I could have done with tweezers. So there we go. I mean, the other thing we could do is put sort of some plastic over the top to protect it, or some vellum. But I think now it's glued down, it'll be fine. I mean, it's just a little, whoops, we're going up that way, so I keep going up the other way, because see, that's that way. Doesn't really matter, because it's both ways. And then we've got this butterfly, which I kind of thought I'd put on the side, which goes up that way. So as soon as you put the butterfly on it, there is a right way up. I think that's quite cute. And then maybe a rusty paper clip or something. So I think that's enough. I think I'll glue that shut. I think I like the brown butterfly better than that one. Yeah. So I'm going to put that little butterfly somewhere. Yeah. Okay, so let's just glue that shut. So yeah, that was our Sunday. It was very nice. Today it's much windier and not as pleasant outside. Good day to be inside and creating. And actually, once I've done this journal and the blue one that's nearly finished, which is actually my other design team project for Sue, they'll both be finished in the next, well, this week. Then I need to come up with something new, and I need to decide which way up this is going to go. I'm going to put it up that way. Once we've got the butterfly on, then that will be the way it's going to go. Yeah, I need to come up with some new projects now. But I was actually thinking, last year I started my Christmas journals way too late, and in actual fact I probably should be on the way to finishing those now. So that's probably what I'm going to have to get on with, is some Christmas journals. I don't want my butterfly over the edge, because again, like I said, I don't want the card to break. So there we go. We have a little slide. A little decorative slide, and it's sort of pretty on the back as well. So that's one, and then I've got this other one, and I've done a bit of crazy fussy cutting on this one. So I've got this little flower fairy. I think that needs some ink around it. There's quite a lot of white, so let me see if I can do that. I mean, it's just so tiny, but just to try and get rid of some of those white bits where, I mean, I've got in there with the knife as best I can, but it's just so little. Madness. But how cute is that? And I thought I'd put it on that tag. So yeah, there was also a bag of tags, which are gorgeous, but I actually want to put that behind there. So I'm going to cut it off about here, I think. And that's going to go at the back. Just make sure I haven't made it too big. Yeah, so that's going to be my background, and then I thought I might have this little purple flower. I'm going to give that a little bit of ink as well. So this is another one of the die cuts that you punch out. You wouldn't want to be fussy cutting these. So I thought I might put a little flower there and my little fairies in. See if we can get it looking. Oh, you sort of don't really see the flower. So I want my little fairies. They all. And I've got a butterfly as well. I'm not sure about that. So maybe the flower could go on the outside of the frame like that more. Let's push these over a little bit. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. Just want to see her feet. We're probably going to not see a little bit of her wing. That's okay. And then maybe the flower could go here, maybe. I'm not sure about that. I do have some more of these little blossoms that I've been cutting out. Oh, they're all joined together. See, I have been doing quite a bit of fussy cutting. But I was just wondering whether some of those blossoms would look cute on here, because there's the blossoms with the fairies, but I'm not sure how that would go. They might be too big. Yeah, they look a bit big on the orange. I wonder if there's a different slide. 1 minute. There's this one that doesn't fold over. Oh, here's a more neutral one. I like this one. We don't have to have the pattern background at the back. It's just, I thought it was a good way to use more of the things. But I wonder if they would stand out more if they were on something else. Not sure what though. But they do need something behind them. There's all sorts of things that could be used. So there's this pink. It's not quite big enough to cover the back. Actually, I've got some of the scrapbooking paper lying around somewhere too, so that could be a good option. I'll just find it. Oh, yeah, it's right here. So we've got the dots. That's kind of cute. Again, I don't know which way up these frames are meant to go, or I quite like this. I think I like that. Okay, I'm going to go with this more neutral look. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so I'm just going to, again, take my ink around here. need a piece of this. So I'll just cut this to size, so about just inside there, just inside there. And again, I need to decide which way up I'm going to have this. Which way did I do this one? I did that one that way up. Okay, I'll do it the same as the other one. Consistency. Okay. So the first thing I'll do is just take those pencil marks off here. Up that way. The upside down writing is catching me out. Okay, so I'm going to glue this bit down first. Yes, so time to start thinking about Christmas journals. I've got some there in the works that were started last year. So I will definitely carry on with those. Right, that's cute. Now we've got our little fairies who are going to go in here. Or do we want them sort of over the top of the frame like that? I don't want to lose her wings or her feet. Yeah, I kind of like her out like that. So I guess maybe we could use one of these flowers. There's some smaller ones. Yeah, that's the ones I was thinking of. These little ones. But again, I'm not quite sure. Or maybe I'll just do that in a little butterfly like the other one. Yeah, I think that's cute. I just want a little bit more ink on there if I can, on her wing and her hair. I'd hate to break her after all the work I went to cut her out. Okay. So I don't think I'm going to slide anything. Well, what about actually some Swiss dot behind there might be cute. Hang on, I'll see if I can find some. Found a feather too when I was on my walk. I found a feather the other day that it was on my car. And I kept that one. It's been sitting in my car for ages, and now I've got that one that I found yesterday. And our wee butterfly. I don't love it. Okay, I'm going to glue it shut. I don't think I'm going to put anything behind. I may regret that, but that is what I've decided. We are going to close this up. What's everybody working on out in the big wide world? Christmas journals, or I guess autumn's coming, so autumn journals. This is sort of unintentionally, oh there we go, we can look on the back to see which way up it's meant to go. Yeah, that way. Okay. This is sort of unintentionally, goodness me, sort of got a sort of autumn vibe to it. This journal, which is quite cool. Having fun using the fairies. Very whimsical. But yeah, a lot of fun. I had to take some pages out of some of my signatures because it was already quite bulky. And when I put the accordion envelope in the back, it just almost felt like it was just, there was going to be no room to put anything in. So I removed some pages out of the signatures. Yeah, so now I'm still deciding whether I'm going to actually put that accordion journal in the back or not. It will be included with the journal somehow. I'm just not sure about how bulky it will be, so I'm not going to put it in until near the end. Where do we want a little butterfly? Down here. Or up in this corner. Oh, doesn't want to go up in that corner. It wants to go down in that corner. I almost feel like I want to put some more flowers on here, but I don't think they look quite right either. Okay, well, I'm just going to put this little butterfly down here. Maybe not. No, we'll stick him up there, and that's where he is going. Put him flying off that way. So there we go, another little slide. We could put something on the back. One of these little flowers. Looks a bit lonely sitting there like that though. I'm going to leave it. I can always add something to it at a later date if I want to. So that's those little bits done. This is lovely too. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. So the journal, I'm getting myself in a bit of a mess. I want to use all these little fussy cuts as well. After spending all that time doing them, and then it's like, oh, you haven't actually put them in your journal, so maybe we need to look for places. I have started pinning some things in. So I've done the cover. She is glued on. I did a little bit of gold around that. Not much, just a little touch. So this is going to be my inside front piece. And then I was playing around with, again, another one of these, which is very delicate. And I was trying to decide whether to put that frame behind it or not. Every time I place it, I think, oh no, it doesn't go that way, it goes this way. I don't think it really matters. But there probably is a way that is more aesthetically pleasing. I'm just not sure which way it is. I think it's that way actually. I like that way. So I was thinking of doing that. I just haven't decided. But I am going to do this pocket here. I think I might have to stitch these flowers on. So I've cut around these butterflies so they kind of stick out. Well, no, they don't kind of stick out, they do stick out. So they're sort of 3D-ish, 3D. But I do need to make this pocket a little bit smaller. It's still too big. So if that's going there, because we want it a little way out from the hinge, we probably need to do a bend there, a score line. Just take that pencil line off. And I can probably just take some of this edge bit off. Whoop. Just angle those bits. Bend this bit in. Oh, maybe I should have left a little bit more. That's okay. Okay, let's see how that fits now. Yep. I think that's good. I'm going to use some ink. Around the edges there. And I hope these will... Yeah, they're attached quite well. Maybe that one's the least well attached. Could put something clear behind them to give them some strength, some vellum maybe. I think they'll be fine. Right, I'm going to glue that in. Oh, am I? Or I need to actually do this bit. This little decorative bit. It's a bit bulky, but I think it looks nice. So I need to cut the wires down here. Those bits. And get rid of this paper clip. So I sewed my ruffles with gold thread. I think I might need to sew that onto the ribbon, but I'm just wondering whether I should sew it on right through the card as well. And I could just use some brown. Now we don't want that wire to be poking out, so I'm going to try and bend it back, see how I go. I need to wrap something around that to stop it from damaging other things. This seemed like a good idea at the time, and now I'm starting to wonder if I should I really like it. Okay, I'm going to get some thread and a needle, and we're going to sew it on, and then we will decide what we want to do. Right, I've got some thread. I just feel like if I'm using this heavy cardstock, then it can handle a little bit of sort of stitching through it. So I thought I'd give it a go. Had these flowers for a long time. feel like it's time they were used. And they kind of blend in right with this sort of, okay. So I'm going to make a hole from this side through to the other side. This might be a major epic fail, but it's okay. And then I'm going to come back up through there. And back down. And yeah, if I make my hole, sorry, I hope I may have been too close to me and out of frame there. If I make my holes from this side, then I can see where to come up. Okay. Just get them situated right. Okay, so I'm going to come back up here. So I'll just make a hole. Again. Hope you can see. Go. Right, so we'll come up here. Down there. Let's have a look. Oh yeah. That's not too bad. Okay. Where are we? So we'll come up this side. Oops. Back down there. And again up here, up on the side. And back down that way. I think I'll come up there to hold that little bit secure. Right, now, so where do we want to go from there? I think up here, this one. Head up, go behind that leaf down there. And up here. Hold those two little bits down. I think that's enough, and I'm going to tie it off here. Try and tie a knot so that it's secure. better. It's not very tight, but there will be glue as well, so I think we'll be okay. So now I'm wondering whether I do actually put something on the back of here. So it's a little bit less straight across the top. It's better. And let's have a look what it looks like inside. Over that way a little bit, and then what could we use to poke in there? Yeah, I think that'll work. I might put a little bit of glue just behind the top there. I'm gonna do it. So here we go with our glue. And I think we might need just to hold it for a little while. This might just need some clips put on it to hold it down. Cardstock's quite heavy, so it needs a bit of time to glue down. Got those little clips. So these little clips too are also from Sue's shop, Paper Inspirations, and they're great. They're for, I think they're for quilting or sewing, but they're so good for holding things like this. There we go. Use a bit of cheesecloth so I don't damage the... Yeah, so they just put some pressure on and hold our thing. This one here, probably I need to re-glue that one. And just hold it still for a little bit of time. But there we go, we've done it. It looks cute. It probably is a little bit bulky, but it kind of looks nice, so I'm good with it. And I think we'll probably clip these onto a page somewhere just for decoration so they can be moved around. Caught a few pages there. And just clip that again. Right. So I think we were going to attach this here. Another gorgeous sari silk ruffle. And I'll use my fabric glue. Hopefully it's not too blocked. Hasn't been used for a while, so it does, the glue does tend to get a bit clogged up in there. So yeah, I'm going to glue this ruffle down here. On this lovely braille paper. Just going to smudge it with my finger so it's not too thick. And we hopefully won't have glue sort of showing through. Some sari silk fibres there. Right. And I've used the gold metallic thread and a zigzag on there because I didn't have enough threads to match it, if you know what I mean, to every, I've got several different colours of sari silk in here and I didn't have enough of a thread to match each one. So I thought, oh well, I'll just use the gold. And I like how that looks. What else do we have waiting to be stuck in? We have this gorgeous little fairy. And that was the thing I was wondering about, these wee little fairies, whether I want to put anything behind them or not. I almost just like them just really flat on the page. I just have to be really super careful how I glue them, and I might actually not do that on camera because if I tear them I'll be ever so upset. I think I've got another pocket to put in. I've got more ruffles and fairies to attach. That pocket's done. It just maybe needs a little bit of decoration, and almost one of these would have been quite cute on there, but it's quite, that will make it quite bulky. But I will probably use some of the die cuts, or I could use one of these things I cut out. So it might be quite nice to use the fussy cuts on this pocket that I spent all this time cutting out. I've got these ones. Let's have a look. Again, because they're quite delicate, they need to be glued right on. I don't want them over, like hanging over, because they may tear, and that would be disappointing. So whether we, this one might be a bit smaller. Oh yeah, that one is a bit smaller. That would be good. That fits there quite cutely. So again, I don't want to do that because I might use matte medium, I think, and brush it on so I don't mess with anything. I've got a pocket here that needs to be attached. So I might just rough up that top bit there. Oh, I know what I'd like to do. Let's see if we can get it to work. I might quite like to do a pattern, but this punch is not enjoying the heavy cardstock at all. Especially now I've done that to it. But anyway, well, let's see if we can get it to work. not like it at all. I'm going to stand up. Go. Ow. But it looks so pretty. So you just have to get it to work. It's just that last little bit doesn't want to punch through. There we go. Oh dear. Come on, you can do it. Come on, punch. Good. There we go. Yay. It did it. There we go. I think that'll look really pretty on there. So let's maybe put some ink on that and then glue that one down. Yeah. And then I can decorate that afterwards if I might want to put something on it, or but that covers up the bit that's not of that music pianola paper that's not embossed. Again, I don't want that right in the crease there because it will just be too bulky. So alright, we'll glue this one down. Hopefully it'll... The art glitter glue seems to manage to glue this cardstock. But yeah, it does make for bulky pockets, but they do look beautiful. So we'll just have to have bulky pockets. There we go. It's got a bit of glue on there, see if I can get it off. Yep. There we go, that's better. Right, again, just need to hold it because it is so thick. Oh, I don't want it to. I just don't want it to mark. It's got little ridgy bits and I don't want it to mark the pocket. So the fabric kind of helps that a little bit, I think. There we go. Cool. So I've got this little postcard that I may pop in there. It just needs backing. So yeah, so I just need to go through and glue my ruffles and add my fussy cuts. I might probably make a few tags. So yeah, all the flower fairies that I've cut out I want to put in here because it took so much time and effort. And then we'll probably pin these in somewhere because they look super pretty. Like that. Anyway, thanks so much for hanging out with me today. We didn't really do that much, but we got those two little things done. I love those little slides and those die cuts from the 49er market, and it's Plum Grove from Sue at Paper Inspirations. And we've got our little pocket in the front here now, which I think is pretty secure. So we will be putting something into that. I think this is going to go here, so we still need to just decide, well, I need to decide on whether I like that frame with those flowers. I think I do. think I like it. And then we've stuck a ruffle on, and we've done our other pocket here. Oh no, that's not, well, we've decided to put that there, but we haven't done it. Where's our pocket that we just made? Here. So we've got our other pocket there stuck down with the little decorative edge. Yeah, so we're getting there. I should hopefully just work away on this today and get it done, I hope. That's my thoughts. And then I have to make a decision on my envelope here about whether I think it's too bulky. I wasn't sure. I was waiting to see. Yeah, see, it's still quite fat. It's because of the, as soon as you start putting in the ruffles, you just get that bulk going on. So if it doesn't go there, then I thought it will sit quite nicely in the gap between two signatures like that. And then it can be removed. So I think that's what I'll do, in which case I've got some of the papers here. I may use some of this on the back. Yeah, so we're getting there with it. I've really enjoyed using these products. Thanks, Sue. And again, go and check out Sue's shop, Paper Inspirations. It's all going to be linked below, as well as the other design team members who are always making videos using Sue's, or products from Sue's shop. So she has a wide range. So yeah, thanks again. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you again soon in the next video. Bye.